Hi everybody, it's Az here from Hill vs Babyface, part of the Total Gaming Network, or TGN for short. And I am here at Dominance Point with part 5 of the quest here. I can't believe it's part 5 already. It's just gone at a complete and utter rate of knots, the time here in the PTR. So let's have a little recap. What have we done so far? Well, part 1, I did the first lot of dailies. Wasn't particularly impressed with them in the slightest. Part 2, I showed you what you can do with the Lion's Landing commissions, which you loot, like that, off the Alliance NPCs in the area. Part 3, I was fighting a crab, which was a lot more interesting than I just made it sound. And then part 4, a major player decided to enter the fray, and Garrosh Hellscream summoned me to Vale of Eternal Blossoms, to Shrine of the Two Moons, where I did some little bits and babs for him. So today, part 5, we're now going to see the second day's worth of dailies. And by definition, the quests that it's given me aren't particularly that interesting, but just by definition. Technically, we've got 2 kill and 1 collect quest. However, you were waiting for it, it didn't come. However, the actual idea and the storyline behind it works very well, so I don't have a problem in the slightest. I've mentioned before in videos, although I do hammer Blizzard's extensive, and it is over-extensive use of kill and collect quests. When it's relevant, it's absolutely fine, and this is one of those relevant occasions. Dominance Point is under attack. The Alliance have landed and secured a beachy head, and they're literally full-on assaulting our base. So I've got to bring down the gyrocopters in possibly the best named quest yet, called Flash. As we use flashbang grenades to confuse the pilots and force them to crash. I then have to go outside and take care of the Alliance that are assaulting the base, which is, you know, generic but understandable. We need to thin the lines. And then also collect these supply drops, so it's going to force the Alliance to go back into retreat. So as I said, by definition, doesn't sound particularly interesting, but it works. And it works, and I haven't got an issue with it in the slightest. So I've left the base, and I'm now pushing down towards the beach, where I'm going to assault the Alliance head on, and also try and find a lot more of those supply crates, because I can't find any of them. I've only got 1 so far. Now, I've already filmed the next 2 videos in this series, and you're in for a treat. And I mentioned, or I certainly hinted at in the video I posted earlier today, about the fact that I've got a lot of time for progressionary quests. And what I mean by that is when a storyline is advanced through questing. And I mentioned it quite a few times when I did the leveling up videos in the beta server for Mr. Pandaria. I thought there were a lot of instances where Blizzard used a tiny cutscene, or just didn't rely on progressionary storytelling when they really should have. It was just, you know, they always seem to look for the easy way out, which I found very, very frustrating indeed. But so far, I've had a progressionary quest after, or I could pick up before, each time I've done the dailies. So I'm 3 for 3 so far, because I've done 3 lots of dailies, not including today. That's the last 3 days, and I've had 3 progressionary quests. The first one was the setting up of Dominance Point, which unfortunately I didn't manage to capture on Fraps. The second one was Garrosh earlier, which you saw. And then the third one, which you're going to see tomorrow, and I did promise this on Twitter, I said what to look out for this weekend, is Vol'jin and a little chappie called Thrall. Now, I also mentioned on Twitter that I'm going to be bringing Wrathion into the frame as well. Now, sadly, Wrathion isn't advancing the legendary questline as yet. Shame, because I wanted to continue that. But I've got something else to make up for it tomorrow instead. Are you ready? Because I'm not even joking when I say this. Tomorrow, I'm going to bring you some goblin porn. Yep. Goblin porn. As scary as that sounds, and it does sound really, really scary indeed. It's honest to God truth. But you're going to have to wait till tomorrow's video to discover exactly what it is. Oh dear, I can't believe I was actually subjected to that. So we've handed the 3 quests in, and we've got another couple of quests now. So we have to go to the ships that are just off the coast, and we have to kill both the captains, which makes sense. Let's cut off not only their supply line and their offensive, but let's also try and cut off their retreat and rout the bastards. And then I know, it's just very, very harsh, aren't I, at the minute? You see, I'm just trying to get into character. When I play the Alliance, I try and be a lot more sympathetic. When I play the Horde, I'm just a bastard. But after we've done that, we're now going to scutter the ships as well. So we go down here, and we go into the munitions deck, light the fuse, and then realise it's going to go off any second. When it didn't go off straight away, I was like, did I do it? Did I not do it? And then suddenly the whole ship got engulfed in flames, and I was like, yeah, I did it. So that's the first ship taken care of, and then we go off and we do the second ship. You can see the other captain hiding away in their little base. These guys that are fighting now, not very tough, but some of them have actually got explosive gunpowder strapped to the back. And it can go off and blast you around the place. So you do have to be careful about which ones you're fighting. And if you're in close quarters with one of those guys, maybe just back off a little bit. But I don't think you're going to get blown off the ship. So, you know, just try and get into the spirit of things. So there they are. They're taken care of. Let's jump down into the basement. There's a big munitions dump. Let's run away. Has that one gone off? Yes! Okay, run! Run! I couldn't find my way out with all that smoke. So I'm hoping that we'll never do these again. Not because I didn't like them, but if we now have to go back and do those dailies, it makes what we've just done now absolutely irrelevant. So please, Blizz, keep it progressionary, but we shall see. So I hope you enjoyed the vid. Please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter and like my Facebook, and I'll be back with some more stuff soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.